Hey there, fellow Euro enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the fascinating debate over the future of Europe's currency, the euro. Specifically, we're talking about the ongoing competition to redesign the euro notes, and the intriguing question of whether they should feature cultural icons or birds and waterways. So, get ready to explore the creative and cultural implications of this contest, and let's dive in. First things first, let's talk about the survey that sparked all this. Over 6 million people voted in just a week, eager to have their say on the matter. And the results? Well, they're a fascinating reflection of Europe's diverse cultural identity. The top choices? Marie Curie, Ludwig van Beethoven, and Miguel de Cervantes. These figures represent the bold intellect, intense musical genius, and sprawling imagination that define Europe's cultural landscape. But what about the other side of the debate? The wildlife theme, featuring birds and waterways, also has its supporters. The idea of a migrating stork or a bee-eater swooping across Europe's borderless plains is an intriguing one, and it raises some interesting questions about the continent's natural heritage. Now let's take a closer look at the proposed designs. The cultural theme features a lineup of iconic figures, each with their own unique interpretation. Maria Callas, the American Greek soprano, is depicted with her eyes cropped tightly around her vision, accentuating her iconic status. Beethoven, the German composer, is rendered in the free-flowing, sketchy style of a graphic novel. And Curie, the Polish-French scientist, is shown in a way that highlights her migratory biography, spanning Warsaw and Paris. These designs are a fascinating reflection of the artist's unique perspectives and the cultural icons they choose to represent. But what about the wildlife theme? Well, it's not just about the birds and waterways. Each design also features a picture of a building that houses the EU's political, legal, and financial institutions in Brussels, Strasbourg, Luxembourg, and Frankfurt. This adds an interesting layer of political and economic context to the debate, and it raises some questions about the relationship between nature and the built environment in Europe. Now let's talk about the broader implications of this competition. The euro notes have always been a bit of a neutral zone, deliberately depicting neutral motifs to avoid offending individual member nations. But this time around, the EU is taking a step in the opposite direction. The new designs are not just about security features, they're also about identity building. The lineup of cultural icons is finely balanced to represent different corners of the Eurozone, and it showcases artists and thinkers who cannot be claimed by just one country. This is a fascinating reflection of Europe's diverse cultural identity and its desire to build a shared sense of community. But what does all this mean for the future of the euro? Well, it's clear that the public wants money that feels European. And the new designs are a step in the right direction, offering a fresh and creative take on the currency. But it's also important to remember that the final decision will be influenced by a combination of factors, including feedback from the public and the verdict of a jury of designers. So while the public has spoken, the story of the euro's redesign is far from over. In my opinion, this competition is a fascinating reflection of Europe's diverse cultural identity and its desire to build a shared sense of community. The new designs are a step in the right direction, offering a fresh and creative take on the currency. But it's also important to remember that the final decision will be influenced by a combination of factors, including feedback from the public and the verdict of a jury of designers. So, while the public has spoken, the story of the euro's redesign is far from over. And that, my friends, is the beauty of Europe's cultural landscape. It's ever-evolving, always surprising, and always worth exploring. So what do you think? Are you a fan of the cultural icons or the birds and waterways? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of currency and culture. Until next time, keep exploring and keep questioning.